think value bet is totally reasonable. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, it sucks to see that hand, dude. It sucks. How about the 9s, though, in the 55 Masters? Thank you all for being here. Having a good time. Poker weekend. Good stuff, man. Chat, if you use old Reddit, press 1. If you use new Reddit, press 2. If you don't use Reddit, press 3. New Reddit. I press 2. Press 2. Beautiful. Full house. 9s against queens. We get very lucky. We survive. King, queen, 10. We some check, some bet. Let's go for a check raise here. If it goes check, check, that's great. And if they bet, we can check raise and represent all the sets and straights and all that stuff, you know? Let's check raise all in here and try and get a free roll against an ace. King of the river. No bets. It's kind of unfortunate. We should probably... Nah, we got to check again. The unfortunate part about this is by betting, what are we trying to get called by betting on the river? Like, I think once we check a third time, we'll probably get a bet from a few hands where we are winning. Like a 9 is probably going to bet now. Oh, bro, it's just the worst hand to see. It's such a sick check, man. It's such a sick check. Samuel raises. I think slow play here. It's a really good squeeze spot, especially people covering our stack. And we don't really want to slow play kings or queens. Like aces is the one. So I like the aces slow play here. 7, 7, 8 on the flop. Okay. Like there's a few hands that beat us. It's possible, of course, to have a 7, but we like this. And it's definitely also very reasonable to expect some bluffs from straight draws and stuff like that. And value from worse hands, of course. It's like we will definitely get paid all-in value from some big pairs, you know, over pairs here. But 30K in a call. Samuel goes for the check raise to 90,000. We call, right? We call. The thing about Samuel's range is it has jacks and queens and kings in it. If Samuel bets again, I think we have big danger here. The reason being that I expect queens and jacks to check on this turn from Samuel. Check is good. I think we check as well. Not protecting against enough. I think we just check. We don't get stacked against some hands that have a 7, basically. And we induce some bluffs as well. 8 on the river. I don't know how likely an 8 is. I don't think it's super likely Samuel has an 8. Ivan bets half pot. My first impression is to call here with aces. If Samuel calls, we can't, right? First impression is to call. It can be full houses for sure, but we're getting a reasonable price here with a hand that's like pretty strong. So give it a call. Nice. Let's go. Let's go, chat. We catch the bluff there. Over 1 million chips. Let's do it. Open 9s, get 3-bet to 63K from Anton. The 530. Well, Anton, guess what? You're going to get rolled. You're going to get rolled, Anton. I'm telling you, Bri. 9. 9. The German kind. Do we peel here, though? 3 to a straight. There's something to that. I think we should peel 1. Oh, come on, chat. The annoying thing about this is, right, we're not drawing to the king high flush, right? We're not drawing to the nut flush. They could have a flush and we could be drawing dead. We're drawing to a straight, but yeah, it's not as awesome as it looks. Like, it's an exciting turn, but we need the 8 to be the 8 of clubs, right? Then we have a straight flush draw. There's something to it. Do we want to bluff the river? We'd be bluffing kings, queens, jacks. probably. When we think about what hands we have to bluff here, not many, honestly. Like, what hands are we going to bluff? You come up with a list of bluffs for me, chat, and you let me know, okay? That calls the 3-bet pre and check calls the flop. It has to be pairs, queens, jacks, tens, nines, or whatever. Flush draws already got there. We don't have king X with the king of clubs. It has to be pairs. There's just not that many bluffs, so we go for the bluff. We actually win that pot, which is dope. We call here. This is 20 blinds. Yeah, 20 blinds. Bubble. Still a call, I think. Still a call. If we lose, we're still in the tournament as well, which is fine. Ah. There it is. Let's go. I was trying to get the bubble felt for you guys, but ace on the river. Barry, thank you. We are on the bubble. Wow, that is a great flop. We've got the sets. Let's go, man. Let's go, chat. We have a huge stack here now. Really, really big. We're going to 4-bet ace king in the 320 knockout. Take it down. Beautiful. 936. Think I'm just going to call with a jack 10 offsuit. Probably not quite good enough to squeeze, right? Like jack 10 suited, we would consider it for sure. We go to a flop of jack 4-4, which is a really great flop for us. Not just our hand, but also our range, right? We're the most likely to have a 4 here. With a call. And we will check, probably check raise the turn, although I'm not sure. We have the 10 of diamonds as well, dude. I mean, we have a good combo to mess around with here. Right? It's like against another bet, we don't have enough showdown value to where we can be like, okay, good. But we do have a decent hand to bluff with, right? Check to side again. Do we want to check raise bluff? We could. Nice. I mean, I think it's just really hard for them to have a 4. I think we're the most likely to have a 4. I think we have a hand that's not going to win a showdown. We just don't have that many bluffs in that spot. I mean, for all those reasons, I think why don't we go for it, basically. We have a huge stack now in the 320. We just played a really crazy pot where I called down. I'll take you through it in a sec. But first, let's play this pot. It's too bad you guys missed it because it was a really interesting hand, actually. And it was one where it kind of... There was some sizing reads and some... You had to read between the lines a little bit, I think, to find the call down. Take it down. Let's go. 2 million. Beautiful. So we raise up ace queen. We get a call in the big blind, right? And they're 40 blinds deep. 8-4-3. We bet small. And they raised to 90,000, right? So here's the first thing. Is then when we're 40 blinds deep, I actually don't think the average person wants to check raise an 8x very often here. I don't think people want to do 8-9, 8-10, 8-jack check raise because you got to think we raise an early position. We're quite deep against a lot of people, right? We have all the overpairs. We have 9s, 10s, jacks, queens, kings, aces. They maybe have 9s and 10s and jacks, but not the queens, kings, aces, right? Or at least very unlikely to have those sort of hands. So, like, I think it's really unlikely that they raise 8x here. And there is no straight, right? There's 5-6, 5-7, and 6-7. But it's one of those boards where it's clear it doesn't hit us. We go for the small bet. They check raise, and I think their one-pair combos are really unlikely to want to check raise here at a high frequency, you know? Like, they should, but on average, people don't that often, right? So we call here. Even with ace-queen, we call. I think we got the best hand. Turn is an 8. All of a sudden... What we already think is a really small frequency of check raise one pair hands has now become even less so, right? Like even less hands. Now, when they have it, they of course can value bet now and they love their hand. But I think it's really unlikely, basically, that they have an 8 here. And yes, 4s and 3s full are possible, right? They probably check raise a little bit bigger on the flop, most likely. But nonetheless, 4s and 3s are possible here. An ace-8 is possible, but I just think it's unlikely. I think it's so much more likely they're trying to mess around against their small bet size, right? So we call again. And they bet 1/3, really small. We call. River is a queen. Now, we do improve the top pair, but it doesn't matter, right? If they have a value hand, they beat us, right? So it makes absolutely no difference that we hit a queen. The question is, do we think they have an 8 or a full house or not? And again, just like, I think it's so likely to be a bluff. People don't have enough of a value check raising range on the flop, and it made it even smaller when the board paired 8 on the turn. So we call, and they got 5-6 or 6-7. So huge double up here in the 320 on 2,000 now. Double starting stack. But I just thought it was a fun hand, obviously, in that we get to make a huge hero call. It looks less cool because we hit the queen on the river, but that's irrelevant. You know, if they've got the goods, they're beating us, right? It's top pair queen didn't really counterfeit anything that's going to shove the river. You know, jacks and 10s are not going to shove the river, so it makes no difference, that queen. So raise call, we're going to squeeze with the nuts. Oh, 180, beautiful. 190, beautiful. The absolute nuts. Get a call from Yen. That $75 bounty. Samuel folds. To better check. I mean, I think bet. Maybe there's an argument to check if you've got aces with the ace of hearts, but probably just bet here, you know? Bet, hope that they have something reasonable that can stack off. How many flush draws they have? I think I'm going to go for it still. We don't have the ace of hearts, which means they can have backdoor ace of hearts. They can also just have straight flush draws too. Okay. All right, here's a moment. 5 of 30. First place is $2,000. And we have the kings. It's Big Yeetus. Big moment. Big pot. 600,000 in the middle. No. 2 outs. Yeah, dude. Defend with 7-5 suited. Sometimes you run hot, chat. Check raise against Vladimir here with our bottom 2. And Vladimir can have all sorts of ace-x, diamond draws. Like, this is a pretty dream little situation for us here. Call and shove turn. Just over pot, but I think the right move with the 2 pair. Don't have ace 3. Don't have ace 3. Oh, God, man. Gross. Very, very gross. Yikes. Small bet with ace queen. Mostly for value here, right? Likely the best hand. Take it down with a bet. That's nice. Get some good news there. Ooh, we run so cold today. We've got another 530 and 109 and 320 tomorrow, but I'm hoping that we just get through in the 530 and the 320. We don't need to play them tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, queen on the turn. Queens against king queen. Oh no. Hold. Let's go. Beautiful. 150,000 in the mag 77. Happy about that. Let's keep moving. Keep moving up to the 530. Bet get raised from Allison. We're going to call. We like our hand, but it's also a little concerning because we're not drawing to the nut flush, right? Now the board pairs as well. So these are the painful ones. Aces raised, get a call from Ying Ho. Probably check call this hand. Just call on the turn against Allison. I think call, right? Right. I don't think there's value in raising here. Goes check. Let's bet turn. Let's go. There's a bluff anyways, but we pick up a nice pot there on $1 million. We're 1.5 now. Bet of the turn, get a call. Bet the river as well. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Up to 2 million. I think that's a call on the river, ace jack. Beautiful. All right. 2 million here and 1.5 million in our higher stakes tournaments. Exciting, dude. Let's keep building, right? Let's keep building. Let's 3-bet Samuel to 162.5 in the 320. This ace king suited. Beautiful hand. Because a 4-bet, we probably call in position though. It would probably be a half shove, half call. Actually. Wow. Okay. I think I'm going to mix in a rare check back here. It's really hard for them to have a decent hand with the ace and the king of clubs, right? So we do need to check even with the nuts sometimes here, and I'm going to do that just because I respect my opponents here, and I think they are good players. I think this is a, strong tournament, so I want to give them the opportunity to bluff and to be sort of somewhat balanced here. Super happy to see a really big bet, right? It's easy call. Don't want to raise. Board pairs. Bet the river. And I guess a check raise, we probably have to call. They'd be saying they have a full house of like 8s full, 7s full, queens full, pocket 5s, right? But when you think about us checking back as well, it's not like we're representing a very strong range, So there would be some logic going through their head of like, okay, it's pretty unlikely Jamie doesn't have a flush here. He's check back flop and really unlikely to have a 5 because there's not many 5s in his range. Like that thought process could be going on there to where we'd probably have to call a check raise even on the paired board. But thankfully we don't see it, and whatever, we just take down the pot. How's Rebecca doing? I think okay. Okay, Ron. All things considered, of course, Rebecca lost her father about 9 or 10 days ago, chat. Sort of unexpectedly. He was in his 50s and was, healthy. So they're still figuring out what happened. Like she talked to him the night before, so it wasn't anything nefarious. It was like some sort of natural cause, but what happened? Was it a heart attack? Was it a stroke? Was it something like that, right? But yeah, so she's doing well, I think, given how difficult it is, obviously, and that it's just like she's far too young to lose a parent completely unexpectedly without any opportunity to like prepare. So it's just sad, and like I can't take on the pain. It's just she's got to feel it, and it's tough. But all things considered, I'm proud of her. I think she's doing well as she can, All right, a couple of really interesting pots. This is great. Yeah, we call river bet, right? Ace jack king jack for 861,000. Big important pot here. Let's go. I think value bet is totally reasonable. Oh man. Oh man. Oh no. Oh, it sucks to see that hand, dude. It sucks. All right, ace jack. We are up to 1.2 million here, which is nice. We're still in a good stack there. It just sucks to see that hand. Okay, good. Ace jack powerhouse. This is going to be a check raise, even against 2/3 sizing. You gonna watch F1 on Sunday? B-Car, I will definitely be watching F1 on Sunday. 100. This makes almost no sense. I'm just gonna go all in, I think. I'm just gonna fast play. I mean, it can be over pairs for sure, but... And, I mean, solid credit as well if they decide to play kings like this. But my thinking is that they probably don't want to do that. They probably just want to call with those overpairs, in which case it's going to weight them towards other stuff. We can re-enter here, and I will. But we get it in pretty good there, I think. And, you know, we read the situation well. If they do that with an overpair, like, really well done. But it's very unlikely, I think, you know. So anyways, we're back in there. I'm happy with how that hand played out. Even though we lost the pot, like, we had a pretty good read on the situation. Okay, well, some good news, some bad news. Definitely bad news in the 530, but we got it in quite good, and that's okay. 6 of 16 as well in the 55 Masters. I need to make sure people aren't viewing your stream. We're on a delay of 4.5 minutes. So they can watch my stream if they're playing against me, but they can't see my cards because of the delay. We bet with bottom set on a monochrome board. We keep betting with bottom set and really hope we don't get check raised. Nice. We get called. We're going to see what we got called by in a second. Let me just... Queen Jack. 2 pair on the river. Queen Jack. Fair enough. 7 of 15. 165 cashed. 2,000 for the win. Can we get it done? I don't know. We've got the 530. We chipped up a little bit. It's our second bullet. We got the 320. Our first bullet with a bounty for 75 bucks. Chipped up a bit, which is nice. And then the Magnificent 77, we're 2 of 55 as well. First place should be 2,000 with bounties. Got sweats. And then the last tournament on the list is the home game, where we're 6 of 20. 13 pay. Coming for your booty, Jamie. Bring it, Ballistner. I'm ready for you, man. No worries. Hold here, dude. Hold chat, please. Please, 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 please. Let's go. Let's go, chat. We're going to go all in here. This $48 bounty is nice. And it's 27 blinds deep, so I think going to be a pretty profitable endeavor with ace-queen. And we take it down. 720,000. Beautiful. We're on the bubble here, so we're going to go bubble felt. In pink, how about the ace-4 of hearts? I like it. Let me play. I'm going to call on the big blind. Bam. It's not bam. It's not nothing. So many bluff candidates, but this isn't us flopping turn is the thing. We do have so many bluffs, right? Our range is huge. We've got every suited hand. We've got king highs and queen highs. We're choosing to bluff a lot of hands if we bet ace-4 here, but I like it. And then on the river, same thing. Their likelihood of having a king is not super high. I think more king highs are going to bet on the flop. More king highs are going to fold on the turn. More ace highs. So the king, like an ace is a pretty bad card. A king is a pretty decent card, actually. For bluffing. We would have made an ace on an ace, but you get what I'm saying. We call with the $43 bounty in play for 6 blinds. We're in there with queen 5. Not a good hand, but hopefully we can get a little lucky. We need a 10. Oh! Oh, baby, let's go. Let's go, dude. Nice $43 bounty. That's our first bounty in the tournament, okay. But good spot, man. We got final table hype of the $55 Masters. Now coming into the final table, 8 of 9. Not an ideal spot to start, but there's no need to panic. It's not a knockout, right? Anything can happen. Easy to get double ups. Just relax. We're chilling, bro. We're chilling out, chat. You can see our prize up here, $232 locked up. In the bottom left-hand corner of the stream/video, you will be able to see all of the payouts that are available in play here on our table 4. So good luck, us. 55 Masters. 84,000 sounds good to me. And we go to a flop. King, Jack, Jack with 2 hearts. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Covering for a bounty. In the money here, too. I didn't know we were in the money. Doesn't matter. We take it down. With a 6 against the small blind raise. Exciting. Slightly dangerous, but exciting, right? Like, we love our hand. When they have a better ace, we're paying off 3 streets is the only sad thing, but Not very likely that they have a better hand. Most of the time, we got the goods here. Take it down. I'm really surprised by this 80,000 into 144 bets on Queen 4 Deuce. Really surprised, actually, because I would have expected this as a pure small bet kind of situation. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. Appreciate you very much. Get to love of the chat, please, everyone, for that 5-pack. And PXBA27, Zeno, Not B Diddy, DeWitt 70, and Dubas 80. Welcome to the team, courtesy of your boy, Lord of the Donks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, we take it down, 304,000. Cool. I'm not sure what that was. Let's see. Ace 3. Picked up a 3. Okay. We are going to fold now. We're down to 5. We are a clear short of stack here. Maybe I will peel this for 100,000. Nice. I am going to stop and go because I think I can fold out like 10 high and queen high type hands on the ace high board, you know? Like, what does queen 5 do? I think it folds, which is nice with 4-8 high. But a lot of the times I just go for a check raise. I think this is a unique scenario where we can just stop and go and get better high card hands to fold instead of potentially just go for a shove themselves and then we have to call off. Wow. French, are you ready for games night next Saturday? Are you in next Saturday? Either way, dude, all the best. Pleasure to play with you as always, man. And thanks for tuning in. Drop that resub. Hope all things are good. If you guys haven't checked out French's stream, what are you doing with your life? Get it together. Figure it out. The ace and the ace, chat. We want a small bet here. Yes, we've got top set, but 8x, 9x, all the straight draws, all that stuff continues against the small bet, and we want to play as big of a pot against that stuff as we can. Wow. Final table, look at this. Oh, my goodness. We get fourth place for $670. That's painful, dude. That we get a shot. I mean, we get a chance at really doing it there, but what can you do? You know, sometimes you just run into the goods. Sometimes you get sucked out on. Sometimes it holds and you win the tournaments. Tough. Tough. Not what we wanted to see. GG on the 55 Masters final table. Ace Queen off. Rip. All in. Good luck. All in moment, chat. 11 to 17. It's just a great hand. Even against a raise from the big stack at the table, it's just a great hand. Ace Queen's a great hand. All right, take it down. Let's go to the Ace Jack. All in the 320. Where we are still short, but hopefully going to double up here against the 9s. We need a spade and no board pair. Let's go! Huge, chat. Come on now. Ace Queen against Jack 6. We've got all the pots right now. Ace Queen Jack 6 holds. There we go. Doubled it up. 1.5 billion. Aces against Ace 4. Please hold. Let's go! Let's go. Now I've got really bad news on the other table, though. We got 31st place in the 320. We've got 2 million in the 530, but we just lost Ace 5 to King 10 all in pre. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Listen. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 7, 8 of diamonds. Kush goes for the shove. $84 bounty, and this is for 5 blinds, man. Wow. The thing is, I don't think this bounty is very important. Well, no, it's probably a little too important to fold here, actually. We look at first place of 1,000 and how this changes my situation in the leaderboard. We're in 6th right now. Yeah, it's really too bad we didn't hit that. 9s, 8s, jacks. We lose a player. We're going to be going to the final table in a second here. Oh! The worst lemon lion ever. Final table hype. Coming in. 7 to 7. We're fine, dude. 12.5 blinds is fine. We're chilling, man. Relax. This is it, dude. Chat. This is the one. I need your support. on this. Well, it's an all-in. There's a deal-making button. 2 have clicked it. I'm going to turn it off, obviously. Oh, no. What has happened here? Disgusting. Ayah. Ayah, man. Pocket sevens. Anton goes the raise. I think shove is right here. The sevens. Flipping for 3.4 million. Important pot here. Deuce. Now, I think we reshove here. This is the chip leader, can play very aggressively. We have ace-8 offsuit. Like 2.5x. I think we want to go all in pre here. Ace-8, ace-7. Good. No chop. Oh, all sorts of creative ways to run cold. Good luck. The 5s is enough for me. As definitely the shortest stack, 6 blinds deep here. I think we get 6th place unless it's a heart. And commitment to the game, they say. GG. 322. It's okay. Not a perfect day, but we put in some decent reps, I feel like. You know, we did try our best.